Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, hi.
Uh, Good
Hi,
night, sir.
Surya.
Hi, hi, sir.
Yeah, how are you?
Yes, sir. I'm doing fine. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you. Okay, that's great. Okay, then let's start with the formal introduction. What are you like studying and about your past educational background and what are your key skills and all, and what about your projects and all. Like, try to keep it brief, but yes, let's start.
Okay, sir. Very good evening, sir. First of all, I would like to thank you for allowing me to introduce myself. My name is Surya, and I'm from Tirupati, Andhra Pradesh. And I'm currently pursuing my bachelor's in CSE with specialization in information security at VIT University, Vellore. I have secured 10 CGPA in my 10th standard, 9.85 CGPA in my 12th standard, and currently I have an aggregate of 8.4 till my sixth semester. And I have structural knowledge of Python, the libraries like NumPy, and I also know the basics of Django, and I also have the basic knowledge of Pandas. And apart from that, the other programming languages I know Java, C++, the front end stack, and MySQL for the server side. And I'm also skilled in developing designs for the front end using Figma. And I also have used these skills, to develop several projects, including Secure Pass, so which is my own academic project. So it's a mobile application where you can store passwords in the local database. And the other one is an expense tracker. So in expense tracker, we can enter the expenses like daily basis, so that users can record all these things, and they have a graphical structure of these tracking, expense tracking and all. And I also have published two papers, one on my project itself, which is the Secure Pass, and the other thing we have performance sensitive analysis, so with key anonymization. And these both have been accepted by an international journal, if you know it's IJ or IIT. So it's International Journal of Advanced Research Ideas, Advanced Ideas and Advanced Research Ideas, Innovations in Technology. And so, coming to my extracurricular activities, I'm a space enthusiastic. I like to explore, something related to space and all. I'll be following it on Instagram and all. And I'm very much fond of photography. And I also have achieved 2.5 lakh views on Google Maps with just 42 pictures. Uh,
Mm, that's great.
these pictures are from my own hometown, so I'm not very, I'm not an extrovert, so I don't go out a lot. So the only places I go is to make calls in my hometown. So yes, sir. And lastly, I would like to thank you that for scheduling this interview itself.
Okay, yeah, that's great. Like, good to know that you know many technologies and also you are interested in space science, and also you have done few many like many more technologies you know about the back end, front end, and also in your resume you have mentioned that you know the data science and the machine learning and all. So, is it you are familiar with all these techniques or the technologies, machine learning and
Uh,
AI?
yes, sir. Actually, that is because of our academy. So we had hands-on experience with our project. So like I have basically idea of
Okay.
all this.
Okay, okay, cool. Yeah. So actually, I just wanted to know about your recent project, the Secure Pass. The passwords you are storing in your local device. So, how it is working, how you are able to store and how you are able to retrieve it or something, like how it is, like how much it is secure. So, I just wanted to know.
Okay, okay, sir. So the basic thing is that so we have developed it with Flutter. Like being honest, we didn't have Flutter in our curriculum, but then we use it with Google, and we started learning one by one. So we do not know, but just basics we know. So the main thing here is about cryptography, sir. So in cryptography, you have symmetric algorithms, you have the asymmetric algorithms like RSA, Diffie-Hellman, and all these things are there. In symmetric, we have DES, AES algorithm is there, triple DES is there. So generally, user doesn't understand all these things. So what we try to do is we will ask him if if you want to store a password, very strictly, like just strictly, or it's fine if we are compromised with the password. So he can set that particular category, After setting that, so we have like performed a literature review on the attacks on different websites. Like let's say he's storing a Facebook password.
Mm-hmm.
Or like let's say Amazon, for example. So Amazon has registered a lot of DDoS attacks on it. So for DDoS attacks, we can like RSA can be used. Sir, am I audible?
Yes, yes, you are audible. Yeah.
Okay, okay, thank you. Okay, so like DDoS attacks has been registered by Amazon. So like this, each particular website has a particular vulnerability. So based on the literature review, we have categorized all these attacks and that particular websites. So if the user chooses the amount of that if he wants to strictly store it, in the sense we will implement a heavy algorithm, like let's say RSA algorithm, or if he's like fine and I'll go with symmetric algorithm, like if he's like okay-ish and all, so we can implement DES algorithm where you have 10
Mm-hmm.
rounds and all. So like that, we'll store this in our actual mobile database.
Mm-hmm.
So it's so
So,
like that. It's not on some
yeah.
cloud.
Sorry to interrupt you. Like, what is the difference between the symmetry algorithm and the asymmetry algorithm?
Okay, so in symmetric algorithm, as the name itself suggests, both the sender and the receiver will have the same public key. So here we sorry, in the asymmetric in the asymmetric encryption, uh, there are possibilities like we have public key and private key, which is generated usually. So both the sites will have different key.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And what about the symmetry?
And sir, both the sites both the sender and the receiver they have use the same key. Sir.
Mm-hmm. Okay, okay. Yeah, fine. Okay. So,
Hello.
yeah, 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 you are audible. So, so, okay. What about do you know anything about the data structure and all? I think in your curriculum it was there, right? So, do you
Yes, sir.
know
It was
about,
yes, sir.
yeah, so do you know how to calculate the time complexity of an algorithm?
Sir, yes, sir. I do. I do.
Okay, so I just simply giving you a for loop. Like you can try to give me the time complexity for this. You can check the chat. It's very much easy. Like you can check. It is just a for loop. Just I am trying to add the elements. What is the total sum? That's it. So what will be the complexity?
Sir, it's order of n.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir. Sure. It's order of n.
Correct, correct, correct. Okay. Another question I will be asking you from the computer architecture.
Okay, sir.
These are simple question. So why do you use the cache memory?
Okay, so cache memory is the fastest memory that we have, which is also costly. So cache memory is used in order to store recently used applications in that particular cache, so that we can easily start the particular application. If the user comes back again, it will be a cache hit. So you don't have to go to main memory and not from the main memory to the secondary memory and then search for page hits and in the secondary memory. So it's already available in the cache.
Correct, correct. The program files are being stored in which memory, for primary or the secondary?
Which program files, sir? Like, you mean the OS files?
No, no. Suppose you are using any application or something, and
Okay,
suddenly the power outage happened. So at
okay,
that time, whenever you are switching on the laptop or the your system again, you are able to get back your all your applications or the data you have. So I just wanted to know which memory you are using in this situation or the scenario.
okay, sir. So generally, if you consider anything, it's an application, it's obviously very, complex. And that much cache memory we cannot afford. So all these things are stored in secondary memory. But then the header part or the current part which we are executing, that alone is loaded into cache memory. So that when we come back again, that particular part is loaded again and it's, given to the user.
Okay, okay. So So how is the the time consumption of an application or something is related to the efficiency? Like it is directly proportional or the inversely proportional?
Sir, I'm sorry to ask. Can you repeat the question, please?
So suppose the time taken by any system like CPU or something is how it is proportional to the performance. Time versus time taken versus the performance. What is the relation?
Okay. Okay. So if the time taken to load a particular program or execute a particular program is huge, then the efficiency is low. So if it's slow, obviously it's not
Yeah,
efficient.
that means
I
the
suppose.
relation between the execution time and the performance. Yeah, correct.
Yes, sir.
It is the inversely proportional. So coming to the technical part, I just wanted a honest answer. So
Okay.
so you love which programming language between Java and Python?
Python, sir, obviously.
Why? Why is it?
Sir, it's robust language, and since you were asking to be honest, it's easy. The syntax is very easy for me to learn. And apart from that, I'm actually interested in data science stream, and that's why I have learned pandas and like not pandas, just the basics. But NumPy I have completed, sir.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be pursuing my career in that also. I find.
So, what is the according to the specification or according to the extra features that is provided by Java or Python? What is the best feature, or you can say like what is the disadvantage of Java, which is like being converted to the advantage of in Python? So, do you have any idea, like any example in your mind?
Sir, if you consider the OOPS concept, like we do not have multiple inheritance in Java, but it's there in Python. So it's logically
Mhm.
possible in Python to have multiple inheritance. That's why, and there are a lot of other advantages also. When you consider the basic data type, the among four data types, you have the list. So lists are mutable. They are like very free. You can store anything. You can store string. You can store a number. You can store any data type in that particular list. But this is not supported in Java. So dictionaries are not there in Java. So that's why this is a very uh, friendly language. I
So how to the dynamic typing?
Yes, sir.
It is also there, right? The feature.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We do not have to specify everything like int or whatever every time.
Yeah. From the user perspective, like I would say that this is the coolest feature in Python. People sometimes
True,
get
sir. It's
confused.
very true, sir. Yes, it's
Yes.
very beginner friendly.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Fine. So do you have any idea about the list comprehension in Python?
Yes, sir. I understand.
Okay, so just I am giving you a simple list. As you know, we are using a list in the Python. So I am just giving you a small list here. Let me type in the
Sir,
chat.
your voice is breaking, sir.
I have just pinged you a list here. Just
Okay.
check one. So here we need to just simply calculate the 2x. The we need to just double elements. Means I
Sure,
need
sir.
2, 4, 6, 8, and 10 by using
Okay.
the list comprehension.
Okay.
You can take your time, think,
Okay. Okay.
problem.
Okay. Sir. Can you please chat with that?
Mhm. Yes, it is correct. It is correct. Thank you. So yeah. So
Thanks for the clue, sir.
Oh yeah, you're welcome. So I was asking, you know the basics of pandas and the NumPy and all. Yeah.
Yes,
So
sir.
before moving to the pandas and the NumPy part, so one another like coding question I just wanted you to solve. So
Sure, sir.
suppose I have a list like one, two, three, four, and five, five, six, seven, like this. Like I have some duplicate elements here in this list. So in
Okay.
using Python, so how you will be able to remove the duplicates?
Okay. So you want me to tell orally or you want me to type the code?
Either you can tell me the your approach or you can type.
Okay, okay. So we can create a new list and we can simply say like for x not in y. I mean this list and this list. So we can simply append that. Or if you want me to use a one-hander, I can use set function. So set function will hold only unique values. Yeah. So if these are the approaches.
Mhm. Yes, yes, correct, correct. I wanted this set solution. Yeah, it's correct.
Okay.
Yeah. So it will save our time and also the space.
True, sir.
Because for loop takes very much long time. Like here
Yes, sir.
only I have some few elements. So yeah,
Yes, sir.
okay, okay, yeah, it's fine. I am moving to the data science part. You know the
Yes, sir.
basics of pandas and all. So
Yes, sir.
so if you have any one data frame, so I hope you know about the data frame. So
Yes,
I
sir.
have one data frame, and my goal is to remove the null values from the column. So like there are many methods or the like many approach or the functions are there. So I
Okay.
want to drop the null values. So how you will be able to drop?
Okay. So you want me to use pandas syntax for this?
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, Sir, I think it's with the drop function, drop NA.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, correct, correct. Then because there are many options are available, yeah, drop NA
Yes,
is
sir.
correct. But inside that you can pass some parameters. If you remember, then you can tell. Otherwise, like I will give you some hint or I will explain it to you.
Uh, sir, just give me a minute. I'll recall.
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure. Okay, it's fine. So generally the drop NA, remember like drop NA, it will
Yes,
drop
sir.
all the like the entries whenever it finds at least one null values. So what happens here, will be missing some important entries or something. So like this, if you are removing at the end, will leave will be having very few amount of data to like train the model or something. So we may miss some important information and all. So here inside this drop NA, we can define something, some conditions or and all, like at least one or two elements, so that it will check, and if it is not there, then it will remove only. So these are the like there are many methods are there, like totally four different functions are available. Like inside the drop NA, you can pass the parameters and all. It will be easier
Okay.
for you to check. Yeah, you can.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah.
what is the difference between the ilock and lock?
Sorry, sir.
In Python, so we are using the lock and ilock. Suppose I am using the data frame and I am just passing the lock and ilock concept. Means df dot lock and df dot ilock, and inside this I am
Okay.
passing something 1, 2, 3, and 4. Like what are the difference between lock and ilock? Some basic difference.
Sir, log is used, like we can select all kinds of rows and columns with the name. I mean, like the labels that we have.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, it is used. Sorry. Yes, sir. It is used to select these rows and columns with names. And iloc, I suppose, since I stands for index, so it will be selecting it with indexes. remember, sir.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. So iLog
Okay.
generally allows us to use the index only, and in case of log, you can use the index, or and also you can pass the labels also. So it's a good thing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Because sometimes what happens if you have a like huge lengthy data from something and you are not aware of the numbers and all, so you can pass the index name only. No need to like calculate or do something.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, okay,
True.
fine. So you know some database concepts on also, right?
Yes, sir.
So,
Not really confident about it, to be honest.
okay, yeah, yeah, fine. So one table can have multiple the foreign keys. Is it possible? Foreign keys,
True.
I'm asking.
Yes, sir. It is possible. Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, fine. So can we have multiple primary keys in one table?
No, sir. Primary key we can make it with multiple attributes, so which constitute to be unique. But I'm sure it should be only one, key in a particular table.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we can have the multiple primary keys also. Not in like we can have the multiple primary keys in one table.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so what is the basic difference between the union and union all, if you remember?
Sir, union and
A union and union all.
okay. So in general, union means it's the combination of both the sets. I mean both the tables. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Union all will also add the duplicates, but in union you don't have duplicates. So in union all you'll also have the duplicates. I think that
Mm-hmm.
is the difference between union all and union.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you are right. But remember,
And
like,
yes, sir, that's all.
mhm, keep in mind that union and union all are used to join the multiple select statement, not the table. Because for the table we are
Yes,
having
sir.
the joins.
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah. So,
Yes, sir.
so what are the various aggregate functions we have in SQL or the MySQL?
Uh, Sir, select is an aggregate state. And,
Mm-hmm.
uh,
Yeah.
count is
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
sir. Can you give me a minute? I think that will be good.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Uh, yes, sir. Min max average, uh, and then count function, and then one more thing is average, sir.
Mm-hmm. Okay. 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 Fine. So. Okay. So, what do you mean by the normalization? Like, why it is needed?
Okay. So normalization we have from 1 to BCNF. So in each normalization we try to make the tables. We'll try to decompose the tables. Like we try to remove the functional dependencies between among the tables, so that even after they are decomposed, the relation is retained.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. So, one more question on the like database part. So,
Okay.
so what is the basic difference between the simple join? That means the if you are joining the multiple tables, you can use from table A, you can use the AND operator, table B, and then you can define some conditions and all. And in this case also you can use the join, the inner join. So what is the difference between the inner join and the simple join?
Inner join and the
Hmm.
sorry, sir, inner join and outer join.
No, no, inner join and this simple join. That means the normal join you use. from the table A,
Okay.
comma table B, and you can define some conditions to join the tables, the conventional method.
Okay. Okay, sir. So if you consider two of the tables as six, sir. So inner join is like the the intersection of two tables. Normal join is like the complete thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, sir, but I'm unable to recall it. I'll surely try
Mm-hmm.
to learn it again.
Yeah, yeah, it's like you are correct, but the way of like representing like the answer or something, it is a little bit different. But yes, you are there. So yeah, so these are the difference between these two things. But the according to the like some technical terms, if you use, so in case of inner
Yes, sir.
join, it will check first the conditions. Like if it is satisfies, then it will give us the intersection part only. But in case of the simple join, it will give us the Cartesian product. Like if you have the 10 and 10 rows in both the tables, it will
Yes,
give
sir.
you 10 into 10. That
10
means
into 10.
100
Yes, sir.
records it will face, then it will check for the condition, then only it will give us some the output and all based on the conditions. So it is taking like
Yes, sir.
huge time, and also like the runtime, in during the runtime it will take some time also. Yeah, okay, okay, fine. So so yeah, that's it from the database part. And
Yes, sir.
yeah, one more thing actually I just wanted to ask you, what is the difference between the authentication and the authorization? What is the basic difference?
Sir, authentication and authorization will be using a lot of websites. So, in authentication, we'll try to verify whether like if he is the actual user. So we can do that with user ID and password, which is unique for him. And authorization is the rights that he has on particular resource. So it can be anything. So the authorization is the level of like the level of accessive functions that he can perform on any particular resource in any context. I mean,
Okay,
yes,
yeah, yeah, it's a role-based access.
yes, sir.
Okay, okay, correct, correct. So yeah, I couldn't ask you from the Java and the Python part also, like the functionality and all about the polymorphism and all. So I hope you know all these things. And
Yes, sir.
and and coming to the machine learning and all. So what is the basic
Okay.
difference between the data science and the machine learning? Very simple, but I wanted to know if you understand what is the key difference between them.
Sir, data science is like I can say that data science is like a superset of it. Sir. It's like superset of machine learning.
Mm-hmm.
In machine learning, we have a different recursive models and different. Sir, I'm not really sure about that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's fine. So generally, the difference between the data science and the machine learning is that you are mainly the data science part deals with the all the data cleaning and the data engineering and the data analytics part, like cleaning the
Visualization.
data
Yes, sir.
warehousing and removing some unwanted values and something like so that we can make it meaningful. So then the machine learning part comes to the like picture so that we can build the model and all. So yeah, so this the difference. As you know, the data
I'm sorry,
science
sir. I'll try
part.
to learn.
Yeah, it's fine. So as you know, you know the data science, machine learning. So you might have like idea about some of the machine learning algorithms we have, the structured and unstructured. So I'll not be asking you what is the like structure means supervised machine learning and the unsupervised machine learning. But which machine learning model like you like generally during your like study and all, what do you think, which one is the better one?
Uh, sir, like,
Sorry, your voice is breaking.
hello.
Yeah, yeah, it's fine right now.
Hello. Sir, am I audible?
Yeah, yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, yeah, you are audible. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, am I audible, sir?
Yeah.
Okay, sir. So, I have come across clustering. It's not like the exact algorithm, but this clustering protocol I have seen in in IoT also. I have studied this clustering mechanism. So, I think that will be my favorite because it reduces the overall node on, yes, sir, like on each and every node.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So there is no like perfect answer to this to this question because there is no perfect model we have until date in machine learning.
True, sir.
So based on the
True,
customer
sir. Yes, sir.
requirement and all,
Yes, sir.
we can the answer should be it's a lengthy answer, but based on the customer requirement, we can
True,
say
sir.
first the divide will be happening based on the structured and unstructured. That means the supervised and the unsupervised learning. So if you need the supervised learning, then you have to find a
Yes, sir.
particular model, and if you are going for the unsupervised, then there is another model. And second thing is whether you need the accuracy or the simplest method. Like if you need the customer understanding if how it works and all, and if you purely based on the performance, then you have to go for the some complex models and all. So this is the difference, and you can
True, sir. Yes.
differentiate based on the needs. Okay, because few models
Oh, okay,
are
sir.
very much difficult to like handle the outliers, right? So we have
Yes, sir.
the pros and cons. Yeah, okay, okay, that's fine. So we are almost there. So yeah, that's it from my end.